Hello everyone, in this video we are going to do some hands-on on Amazon S3 replication. So for that you have to go to Amazon S3, and first thing first we need to create two buckets. So let's go and create bucket. And for my first bucket I want to give like my example, let's say my example origin buck, which is bucket. And next one is we need to select AWS region. So for that you can select United States, for example. For the first one, let's select the US East one. And for object ownership, you can leave as ACL and disable it. You can leave the block public access. And for bucket versioning, we need to enable, otherwise the replication will not work. So make sure you enable bucket versioning. And you can leave all the other configurations as a default and click on create bucket. And you can see we have my example origin bucket. Now we want to create our second bucket. Let's create a bucket and name it my example replica buck. And now we want to select AWS region. For that, as you remember in the previous bucket, we selected US East 1. So for that, we want to replicate to US West 1. Let's select that. And you can do the same configurations. We only need to enable bucket versioning. As I said, replication will not work if you don't enable it. Let's click on create bucket. And now, as you can see, we have two buckets. One is my example origin bucket, and another one is my example replica bucket. And as you can see, we have a region. One of them is US East 1 and another one is US West 1. So you can also see the creation date. Now we want to set up the replication. So in order to do that, you have to go to your first bucket, which is my example origin bucket. Let's click on it. And here you have to go to the management, and here there is a replication rules. So here we need to click on create a replication rule, and we need to give the name, let's say demo replica. And for the status you can just leave as enabled. And for the source bucket we need to select apply to all objects in the bucket. And for the destination, we need to choose a bucket in this account, and then we need to write the second bucket, which is a replica bucket. So if you can click on this browse, you can see we have two buckets. One is my example origin bucket, and another is my example replica bucket, which I want to select this second replica bucket and click on choose path. And now, as you can see, it also shows us destination region, which is US West 1. And now we want to configure IAM rule. For that, you need to select this, choose from existing IAM rules and click on create a new rule. And you can leave all the other the configuration as a default and click on save. And for replicate existing objects, you can select the no, do not replicate existing objects, because we don't have any objects on my origin bucket. But if you have any objects on your existing the bucket and you want to also replicate them, you have to, as you can see, enable batch operations job, which is another feature not related to S3. So that's why we want to know do not replicate existing objects and click on submit. And now, as you can see, we have a demo replica. The status is enabled. You can see the destination bucket, and you can also see destination region. So lots of details. So now we have successfully set up the replication rule. Now we want to go to buckets, and I want to open both buckets in different tabs. So I want to open my example replica bucket in another new tab, open in a new tab. And here I want to open my origin bucket. And now we want to upload some objects to my example origin bucket. So let's click on upload, add files. And here, for example, I want to upload this message, for example, Amazon S3 versioning. This is just a simple image. So you can upload anything, it doesn't matter. So let's click on open and click on upload. Now, as you can see, we have successfully uploaded the one PNG image. So now I want to go to my second bucket, which is example replica bucket. And here we need to click on this refresh, and then we need to give it some time. Okay, it's like between 15 to 20 seconds to replicate. And if you click, if you keep refreshing this, you will see that I have the PNG on my second bucket as well. So as you can see, the same image. If you click on open, you can see it's the same image. So let me go back here, and you can see, right? So let me go back to my origin bucket, and here it says also same image. So this is how you can replicate the objects in this Amazon S3. So this is really easy. Now I want to show you, that's all about it for this video. Just I want to show you how to delete these buckets, replicated objects. So let's go to buckets first, and then here I want to first delete my origin bucket. So for that, you need to first click on show versions, and then you have to select this EBS and then delete that. And you have to select the permanently delete, okay? And then click on delete objects. And it's not over, so you have to click on show versions again. And as you can see that we don't have anything now, so let's go back to buckets. And now I want to select this bucket and click on delete. And I need to type the name of my bucket, which is my origin, and delete bucket. Now we have to delete the second bucket. Let's click on it and click on this object and then delete this. And now as you can see, it's showing just a delete, which means we also need to click on show versions here. And then we need to delete both of them. And we want to permanently delete. All right. So permanently delete. And then now we can basically delete our bucket as well. Click on select this and then delete, and then enter the name of my second bucket, paste it here, and then just delete the bucket. So that's all about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.